this is Sabina at Cross Keys Crafts with a hopefully really short video today. I need a card, or rather my cat needs a card to thank his cat sitter. My cat gives away cards and I sometimes help him make one. And for that I'm going to use this Lavinia stamp. This is Mooch and I really like him. But I decided today to give him a bit of character, because obviously you can't see any eyes because this is just a silhouette. And I figured out an idea and I had a trial run, and it does work, how to give him eyes really quickly, or one eye at least. So all you need to do is you ink him up like normal. I've got a random piece of cardstock here from my stash. I don't even know where this is coming from. It's a bit of an off-white, but it's smooth enough to stamp on. I'm just using my VersaFine Onyx Black, so I'm inking them up like normal. Make sure it's properly saturated, especially with these silhouette stamps. You want a lot of ink on these. And then I'm just taking a cotton bud, and I'm taking, let me just zoom in a little bit more, I'm taking away the ink where I want the eye to be. So I'm just dabbing about there. I might just take this off on my hand. I might need to take a bit more off. You can actually twist it a little bit as well. Oh, this might be too much now. Oh, I might just ink it up again. Just bear with me. Just put this on again, so you can obviously do that. First trial run was a bit better, but it was a bit out of place, so I thought I'd just put my camera on. Yeah, this is better. So take any residue off on the piece there, and then you can dab this off. You can obviously, if you wanted to, you can just create a little mask and just stick that on. The problem with the masks is, especially if it's as small as that, as soon as you try to peel them off, it's really, really tricky and you might actually damage this. So now I can stamp this. Let me just zoom out a little bit again. And this piece is bigger than the one I want to use. I just want to have a little square piece in the end. So I'm just setting this down here, pressing this down thoroughly. Apologies for my camera wobbling. I have to figure out a way of not attaching the camera actually to the desk. So I'm going to take it off now. I have got this white area here. It's a bit greyish on one side, but I'm not too worried about that because I'm going to fill this in with some alcohol marker anyway. I want him to have green eye. So I'm just coming in now. I'm starting at the front. I'm just popping it in there. And then I can use a black pen. Just like to use my biro there. And I'm just giving him a lovely little pupil. There we go. And I think this is really cute and gives him a lovely bit of character. I've got a few white specks there. Again, I can just fill these in. Sometimes I like to use a black watercolor pen, but this is just fine. It actually has got a bit of shine to it, but it doesn't matter for the card. So I'm now going to measure this and see how I need to cut it down to make it square. I'll just quickly do that off camera, and then I'll just show you how to just finish off the card. So I have cut this down to a square. This is just over 3 inches. And just after I've done that, I found in my stash these little cards. And it's just a gold card base. I've got the matching envelopes, which is good. And this is just over 4 inches, but obviously you can cut your own and you can create your own envelopes as well. But I thought this would be really handy. The only downside of the gold is, whatever colour I come in with now, it has to be sort of matching. And I thought about using metallic paints, inks, but I think I'm just using the vintage photo. I think this would go really nicely. Originally I thought maybe using some green or some pink, but that would really clash with the gold cardstock here. So all I want to do is I want to first of all stamp a little diolch, which is the Welsh for thank you. And I think I just pop this just there in this area. And then afterwards I'll just want to introduce just a little bit of colour for the background. And I just want to do that with a stencil, which I've got ready here to the side. So I'm leaving that to sit for a moment. You can heat set that, but I'll be fine. So this is the dynamic stencil. I like this one. And I don't want to use a lot of it. I just want a little bit here in the corner, a little bit on the top there where the cat's looking up. So I'm just finding some bits that are not too big, that I sort of show, maybe even if I use a curve like this, it goes a bit along with a curve here, if you know what I mean. And I might move it about to use a different area for that. So I'm just using my ink blending brush. I've got a dedicated one that I use especially for the vintage photo because I think it doesn't go well with other browns. So just on the side here, just testing it. And as I said, I just want to come in on the corner. This is the corner here, and I just want to blend it out. To be honest, it might be best to just turn this around and move my way up. So I lost the bit now I had chosen. I think something like this. So just starting on the corner here, bit of a heavier hand, and then very lightly fading this out, going along in the curve here. And I'm keeping my finger on it. I'm just picking this up to see if I'm happy with this, and I am. So I shall turn this round again. As I might just as well lift it because I would probably use a different area there. And I just want something here to ground him a little bit, maybe even go in a bit wider. So yeah, I think this one would look nice. So again, just holding the card down and the stencil, starting with a heavy application in the corner. And you notice I didn't put more ink on my ink blending brush. I think I've got enough on it. And then just fading it out to the side here. A bit more there. Yeah, I think this is all I need for this card. This is going to be really a quick one. One thing that Jo Rice likes to do, but she does it before she actually does it, starts on it, she puts a black marker on the edge as if she was matting it. And I'm contemplating whether I should do this now. I think it would look nice, so I'm going to risk it. Just find my black marker, bear with me. So I'm just using a normal alcohol marker. I've had paper in the past where it started to bleed a little bit. So just from behind, because if you do slip, I think she actually uses a ruler. But I'm just doing this freehand. Can you see? It does bleed a little. I might need a ruler after all. Maybe I need to use a different pen. I do maybe use the biro again. So just going on the edge. Always, by the way, if you're wondering and think, oh, she hasn't got a clue what she's doing, I like to keep these things in my video so you can see what can happen and how you can remedy this. So very close to the edge, just going along with the biro. Yeah, that's so much better. this looks nice now. As you could see, I moved my ruler twice and went over it again just to make sure I wasn't too close to the edge. And all I need to do now is to glue this on. So a really quick card, really nice. I might use the other cat stamp here, maybe on the envelope or inside. But yeah, an easy card and really easy to create a little spot to put your own eye in. I think this is really, really cute. If you think so too, you might want to give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of what I'm creating, you might want to subscribe to my channel. I'd be very happy about that. And I'll see you soon with another video.